Hello and welcome in to my first impressions of the recently released Sniper Elite 4. Only came out a couple of days ago, and yeah, we tried to do a live stream of it, but it kind of the VODs messed up on it, and I thought it might be best to just do this one, record it and upload it that way. And this might be, if it turns out well, this might be what we do in the future for videos like this. So yeah, I'm just going to show off a bit of the single player, and probably show off a bit of multiplayer as well. And yeah, so let's get into here. I'm going to just select the mission that I've already done. I'm about halfway through the game. I only just got to level 5, and I believe there's 8 levels in total, so I'm about halfway through. I'm probably going to pick the second level just because it's nice and bright, and it gives you a pretty good idea of what to expect. Here's all your different difficulty settings here, and I've been playing on normal, but it says there, for a fair challenge, bullet ballistics are simplified. Basically on normal all you have to worry about is bullet drop, but you don't need to worry about wind or anything like that. And yeah, it talks about the enemies there being unforgiving. On easy there's no bullet ballistics, so it's basically a hit scan, point the sniper and shoot sort of game. And as it gets harder, obviously the enemies get tougher, and the bullet ballistics just get more realistic, and when you get the hard friendly fire is turned on, and that would be important to know if you were playing this game in co-op, which you can do. You can play through the entire game in 2-player co-op, which is always a great feature. And you can actually interesting. You can do custom difficulty as well. You can edit it, and it's pretty interesting. I haven't actually messed with this stuff too much yet because I've just been playing it on hard, or not even on hard. I've been playing it on normal, but yeah, it's pretty interesting that you've got all this stuff to customize. It's kind of like a driving game in that aspect, and you can make the game as easy or as hard as you want it to be. So yeah, just gonna get stuck in and play it on normal because that's what I've been playing it on. Here's your loadout. You can pick basically what weapon you want. Basically, it's split up into primary, secondary, and pistol. Your primary weapon's sniper rifle, of course, and I've been using the Carcano rifle here, which is pretty good. And as you can see, the other guns do have a cost associated with them, and yeah, but I tend to just stick with whatever, and you can pick up, there's plenty of opportunities in the level to pick up a new rifle or whatever. So yeah, the rifles are all pretty similar, but they might have slightly different things. Like the Gewehr is semi-automatic, of course, so it shoots a lot faster, but doesn't do as much damage. And depending on the rifle, it might have a different scope, or a different different magazine size and stuff like that. Lots of stuff like that, and even the scopes look different. I think it's pretty gross how they have their DLC weapons just listed here. I think that's pretty gross, but yeah. So that's that stuff, and of course you got your different machine guns as well. And this game isn't really about machine guns. There's a shotgun as well. This game isn't really about these guns, so they're not that effective, and you only use them really when you need to. And there's a bunch of different pistols as well. I've been sticking to the well rod, which is actually your default pistol, and it's pretty good because it's suppressed. So yeah, that's it. And you've also got a skill tree up here. You don't have any of these unlocked to begin with, but as you level up, as you see, level 5, level 10, level 15, you can basically pick a perk between two perks. So like at rank 5, I can choose to have like a more heart rate basically, and or I could choose to have increased heart rate recovery, which means my heart rate comes down faster. So yeah, you can also, it's not even a choice. You can just like pick. You can switch between the two at once. You know what I mean? You're not stuck into one if you decide you want to change your mind. And yeah, I've just reached level 15, so I'm actually probably gonna pick reduced fall damage. That's actually quite useful. There are cases where you might wanna. I've accidentally fallen to my death a few times in this game for some reason, so I'll pick that. And you've also got a bunch of other equipment as well. Medikits are always good because that's how you get your health back in this game. Grenades, the mines are quite good. You can actually use the mines. You can booby trap the dead bodies, so when they investigate the bodies, they get blown up. And suppressed rifle ammo. Basically, you can fire suppressed rounds, and it's great because obviously they don't make as much noise, but they don't do as much damage. So yeah, when you're sniping, you have to keep in mind that you should really go for the face. You can't go for the helmet because it doesn't penetrate the helmet and stuff like that. So that's interesting. I'm pretty sure that is new to this game. So yeah, I'm gonna just get stuck in here. This is the second level. This is probably the brightest level in the game so far. So yeah, I've played every game in the series so far. It's pretty amazing that, like, how this series started off in 2005 to like very little fanfare, and just, I don't know, I feel like over time it's just gotten more and more popular, and they've got made better games as they went along.
Committed Nazi. Kessler's specialty.
The story in this game was pretty whatever. It's really not that great.
Couldn't solve the radio control issues. The destruction of the Orchidia suggests we were wrong.
It does pick up from where Sniper Elite 3 left off.
There's no doubt the Orchidia was an easy target for a test. But if the Nazis have a controllable long-range missile, it would completely transform the war in their favor.
So I'm just going to skip the rest of that because it's not that interesting. But yeah, the story in these games has never really been the draw. And this is actually new. All the levels, apart from the first one, but the rest of the levels so far have started off with this like little area to begin with where you can like swap out certain weapons if you want to, or pick up ammo, and you can actually just talk to NPCs or talk to this radio.
Fox calling Mother Hen. Red Fox calling Mother Hen.
Receiving you, Red Fox. American observation plane has spotted relay tower on outskirts.
It's weird seeing cutscenes in this game because they're very infrequent, you know.
Also, deal with the sniper. Out.
Red Fox out.
Lieutenant Carl Fairburn. Nice job on Sansalini, especially given the circumstances.
A lot of brave men died on the Orchidia. We need to make sure there's...
Yeah, whatever. So, there's a little bit more story stuff in this game compared to the previous ones, you know. So, let's go and actually start the mission. So if you've played any of the previous games, particularly the last three, then you'll be very familiar with how this game plays. It's very similar mechanically. Your binoculars are very helpful. They allow you to tag enemies like that, and when they're tagged like that, it actually gives you a lot of additional information. Distance, I would say, is the most important one. Really handy when you're sniping far away targets, but sometimes it will actually let you know if they're holding like a dossier or something that you might need. Or not, you very rarely need that stuff, but that's one of the collectibles. There's lots of collectibles in these games. Let's take a look at the map. So all the levels in this game are actually really big, and they take quite a while to finish, especially if you're like me and you try to go for all the secondary objectives. This level actually doesn't have as many as some of the other ones I've done, but yeah, let's kill the sniper, locate the radio man, and the question marks is like they don't know exactly where it is. It's just somewhere in that area. Find the HQ and search the graveyard. But yeah, so the binoculars are vital. Really good for tagging enemies, and the binoculars actually zoom in much further than your sniper rifle can. My one of my problems with this series, this has been a problem all along, but is that your movement when crouched is so slow, and there's like no real in between, because your running speed's actually your default movement speed in this game is actually quite fast. But yeah, this guy nearly spotted me. But like most modern stealth games, it takes a wee while. There's like a bar that builds up as they see you. But yeah, I think the movement speed for the crouching stuff is really, it's a bit too slow for my liking. The mini map in the corner is also really important. Even if they're not tagged, actually, they seem to appear on that anyway. But I'm sure that might be a difficulty thing. I'm sure on the harder difficulties you probably don't even get that mini map. I think being able to this probably isn't a good example, but you can actually take cover in foliage in this game. I think that might be a new feature. I don't remember doing that in the last one. I'm gonna try and see if I can do a stealth kill here. Nice. So after most kills, or
No more to find here.
yeah, not every kill, but a lot of kills, you do get the opportunity to search their body, which is very useful. Ammo is you never get much ammo from each guy individually, but if you just make sure to search everyone you can, and search, there's plenty of ammo to be found in like camps and things like that. So as long as you're not too trigger happy, you should have plenty of ammo. But I think this slow crouch speed is one of the reasons why I find it takes me so long to do the levels. Actually, like here's running. Like running's pretty fast in this game. There's actually a sprint that goes on top of it. But yeah, there's a boat that circles around this level, and it actually provides an interesting tactical opportunity because the boat makes noise, and if you're near it, it's actually a sound masking opportunity, meaning that if that boat's around, I can actually fire my sniper rifle without being heard. But obviously the boat is a pain in the ass as well, and it might be good if I take that boat out as well. It's an interesting little tactical consideration with this level. The one thing that I really like about these games is the fact that they're really open and they feel completely unscripted, like feels like a sandbox game in that respect, and I think that's pretty cool.
Can't find anything else.
So yeah, kind of pretty stealthy so far. I know I'll probably mess it up soon and get spotted, but that's okay. Need to actually snipe someone at some point anyway. Let's switch to my suppressed ammo for my sniper rifle. Let's get the binoculars out. There's an officer. Officers have a whistle that they blow if they know that something's going down. That their eagle is actually one of the collectibles, believe it or not. Let's see if I can spot that sniper. Yeah, there is it. So yeah, it's kind of tricky because there really isn't anything making noise nearby me, unless I wait for that boat to circle on round again, but that might take a while. So yeah, we'll probably get spotted here pretty soon. If I could find a generator, you can actually kick it and it'd start making noise, and that basically means that's a pretty good sniping position because it makes a lot of noise and covers your shots. Maybe I should just hang. I don't know. Yeah, we'll just snipe someone because that's what people are here for. See the way it's going orange like that? I think it means it's not going to be a kill. And I think that's because I'm using suppressed ammo. I think suppressed ammo actually doesn't do as much damage over range. But you know what, I'm just going to use regular ammo, and if I get spotted, I get spotted. It's alright. Huh. Wonder why it's going orange like that. It's supposed to be red when you're over your target like that. Yeah, like that there. I'm actually going to go for the sniper though. I'm not going to go for him. Ah, he's taking cover now, it looks like. Or something, kind of. Yeah, there he is. He's very far away. So what you can do is you can use left and right in the D-pad to adjust the range on the sniper rifle. Didn't kill him with the first shot, but got him with the second. So obviously the guys at the dock there, oh, got a trophy. The guys at the dock there would have heard that, but they don't know where I am necessarily. And of course, a big part of this game, because you're a sniper, is relocating when you can. And when you're in full-blown combat, there is that last known position system that works very well. And yeah, if you've played either the previous games or Splinter Cell Conviction, you know what I'm talking about. That X-ray kill thing, it's really awesome. I still haven't really gotten bored of it ever since they introduced it in Sniper Elite V2 5 years ago. But at the same time, I'm a bit disappointed that effect hasn't changed too much. You know, it's pretty much the same. It's still very satisfying though. These guys seem pretty clueless. I think it's because I'm quite far away, you know. If I was closer to them, then this would have been dumb, but... I mean, the AI is not really the best in this game anyway. I've seen it do some really silly things, like walking the walls and stuff like that when they were looking for me. So the game is quite flawed in that respect. But yeah, the main thing with this game is like, I enjoy it. I think it's a fun game. I think it's well made. But at the same time, it's very, very similar to the last two games. The gameplay is pretty much identical, and they haven't really added much to this game. You know, nothing major anyway. I'm going to shoot that collectible. And yeah, it's still a fun game, but I think it's sort of, if you're a fan of the series, unless you're like a die-hard super fan, you know, it might be a bit of a hard sell. So if you squeeze the trigger halfway, you get that like over the shoulder, like typical third person view, which is nice in a more close quarter situation. Even though this game You can play it stealthily if you want to. It's actually quite fun as an action game as well. And it's not super punishing on normal. It's actually quite forgiving. You can take a decent amount of damage, and you've got like bandages and medkits and things to heal yourself up. And you find those things throughout the levels as well. You can save whenever you want as well, which is a good feature. In case, you know, you were trying to go through the game without getting seen or something like that, you know.
I think I've grabbed all I can.
I think this has went surprisingly smoothly, I have to say. I expected this to go very, very wrong. Let's see. There's a pulley there, but you can shoot and drop that boxes. You can drop boxes on someone's head if they were to walk by.
Damn boat's going to make an approach via the beach tricky.
Not if I have anything to say about it. So again, I'm sure all the people by that boat are, you know, in that direction are going to be, you know, alerted, but they don't know where I am, so it's okay. Unlike any stealth game, they're pretty stupid and they give up their search fairly easily. They give up their search faster if you're further away from them, is what I find. If I was closer to them, it would be more of an issue. And as you can see, you get XP for every kill, and you get more XP depending on how you kill them, which is a nice feature. And XP just goes towards your level, which goes towards that skill tree I showed earlier. And yeah, which isn't like, the skill tree isn't really a big thing, but at least there's some sort of progression, you know. For the most part, I welcome that sort of thing in games. It's better than just having like a generic point system that doesn't do anything, like the way Sniper Elite V2 had. Here's actually a generator for what I was talking about earlier. So it makes that a lot of noise, and that icon at the top tells you that I can make a shot without being heard. I was trying to get a 2-for-1 there, but didn't happen. Would have been really cool though, but of course didn't happen. Let's show off just general combat. The machine guns have quite a lot of recoil and stuff. They're quite inaccurate. It's just deliberate, you know. They don't want the other weapons that aren't the sniper rifles to be too effective. And that there red triangle over there indicates my last known position, so they're going to investigate over there, but I'm going to try and sneak off over here. And of course there's you know, vehicle enemies as well, like tanks and armored cars and stuff like that. Some of them are pretty tricky. Might be new to this game, but I noticed when you tag a vehicle in this game, all of its weak points are like highlighted red. It's kind of like Mirror's Edge or something. So okay. Looks like they've given up their search over there. Might switch to suppressed ammo. I'm kind of out in the open without much cover, unfortunately. We'll see what I can do. Not that much. He heard that.
La calma prima della tempesta, eh? Un sostenuto.
It's hard to move quickly without making any sound. And like I mentioned earlier, this crouch walk movement is so slow. Let's take this guy out. So yeah, I made sure that I got him in the face because the suppressed ammo doesn't do as much damage. He would probably survive if I got him in the helmet. And like I said earlier, I'm pretty sure the suppressed ammo stuff is new in this game. I don't remember it being in Sniper Elite 3. But it's been quite a while since I played that, so I'm not sure. I think this game's got better level variety than Sniper Elite 3 does. First level was like countryside. This here is like a village by the seaside, like a coastal town. The third level is like a forest, and the fourth level is like a headquarters kind of place. You know, good variety. Better from the last game, like I said. Right. Okay. Might take this guy out. No. Maybe not. Let's see what's over here. I really like how open these levels are, and there's lots of little paths like this, ways to get around. I feel like the game rewards you for killing everyone though, you know, because of the XP system. You're not really rewarded for like doing objectives without being seen, or, you know, without killing anyone. It doesn't really seem to be a thing in this game. Oh, there's another guy in front of me. Right in the teeth. Not bad, not bad. Because he was right next to him, he kind of heard him dying, but managed to take him out quick enough after that, so not bad. But suppressed ammo is pretty rare. You do find it sometimes, but it's pretty uncommon. Which is probably for the best, you know. I know I have a tendency to say, you know, too much. Oh, right now. Oh. There we go, it's fine. Like I mentioned earlier, the AI is not the best. For the most part, I think the graphics in this game are pretty good, but they're not a massive jump up from the last Sniper Elite game. They still use the same engine and stuff like that. Rebellion's own Asura engine that they use for all their games. One thing I think really looks bad though is actually when you go prone in foliage like this, it uses like this weird dithering effect, and the frame rate goes down, and yeah, I think that looks pretty ugly. It's a small little thing, but yeah, I think that looks pretty bad. But apart from that, I think it's a pretty good looking game. Pretty colourful for, you know, a gritty, realistic war shooter. There's another generator. This is where I killed the sniper. I believe he has a report that I'm supposed to take. I feel like this game has a little bit more of this stuff compared to the previous games. A little bit more climbing stuff, you know. So yeah.
Looks like a friend keeps a diary. About to tell me something useful. So
it's worth completing the optional objectives. You do get quite a lot of XP for them and stuff. And one touch I do like is that when you hover over a weapon like that, it gives you like stat comparison compared to, you know, the weapon you're currently using. I think that's quite useful. But yeah, I'm probably just going to leave it there. I've shown off just basically one objective of 4. And yeah, the levels are big and they take quite a long time to finish. And I think it's a fun game, but like I said, a little bit too similar to the previous games. I don't know what the future is for this franchise, you know. I like that Rebellion have, you know, found a series that you know, works well for them, and they've tweaked it and improved it over the years. But you know, I kind of want them to do something else. I think they have it in them to do something else. But yeah, I'm playing this on PlayStation 4, by the way. I've heard that the PlayStation Pro version runs a lot better. It actually has a officially supported PlayStation Pro patch, so keep that in mind. The Xbox One version is capped at 30, but the PS4 version actually has a uncapped frame rate, which seems to be fine. I don't mind it. Flunk that shot. That's what I get for not using the slow-mo / you know, long steadying thing. But yeah, I'm just going to leave it here, and I'm going to show off a little bit of multiplayer. There's just some stuff that I did while playing that mission. You earn medals just for doing certain things in the levels, like headshots or rifle kills or whatever. Let's see if I can see any of that stuff. Yeah, ribbons, I believe, are just like repeatable things. So kill 10 enemies with a rifle, and kill 10 enemies with a secondary weapon, which I've never done in one go because, like I said, I don't use them that much. Kill 10 enemies with a pistol. So yeah, there's all this kind of stuff, and the medals are it's just stuff that you do, you know. Kills with pistols, kills with headshots, tagging people, all that sort of thing. And when you get the medals, you get an XP bonus. There's a shooting range, which allows you to practice your shooting. It's a nice touch. I mentioned earlier you can play through the campaign and co-op. There's also a survival mode and Overwatch mode, where, you know, one player's a sniper and the other player's a spotter. None of these are new. The previous games all had these modes, but they're all pretty fun. From what I remember, I haven't really played them in this game yet. And the modes: Team Deathmatch, Team Distance King, and Distance King. Distance King is basically the points are from the distance that your kills are. So it's not really about how many kills you get. It's about how, you know, skillful and how far away you are when you made those kills. So it's kind of an interesting concept. No cross is where both teams are, you know, stuck in one side of the map and they can't ever get close to each other. And the control, I think, is new. I want to say that's new. It's just like a domination kind of mode. I'm just gonna do any. I haven't played much of this online yet. I don't really find the competitive multiplayer to be terribly interesting or fun. I like sniping in single player games, but I've never really liked it in multiplayer games. Typically I just use, you know, assault rifles or shotguns or whatever in multiplayer, but I never really got into sniping. And this game obviously revolves all around sniping and multiplayer, so yeah, it's never been for me. So this is just regular deathmatch. Me and one other person. There's actually you can actually talk. It's interesting. You don't see that too often in console games, being able to you know, text chat in the lobby. Looks like this match is starting soon. We're just me and one other guy. Wonder if the multiplayer community for this game has already gotten a bit small. Because I matchmaked into this match, but okay. I think it's actually based on the level that we just did in single player, or had a look at in single player. Time limit 20 minutes. Yeah, I remember that being a problem before actually in the older games, but the time limits were way too long. Like, it's one thing if you have to, play multiplayer if you don't like, but if you're like, you feel like you're stuck when you're, have such a large time limit. Well, it says only 10 minutes there. That's not too bad. This will be really bad though, just being one other dude, but we'll see if I can get one kill at least. Yeah, I mean, I am a sniper. I'm probably supposed to camp in a corner and wait for him to pop out. I know in multiplayer you can tag people with your binoculars. In like team modes you get a XP bonus for tagging someone if it's someone else then killed in your team. Your rank in like single player carries over the multiplayer, which I like. Not that your rank really means anything, but you know what I mean. Picking up shotgun ammo. I don't have a shotgun, unfortunately. Yeah, this is a real thrilling match. I was just hoping just to find this guy. Maybe he's hiding in a corner. The way that medkit gleamed at me there kinda startled me. But yeah, I just don't. Even if this was filled with people, I probably wouldn't enjoy the multiplayer that much. It's just not for me, conceptually. Never really has been with these games. If I don't find them in the next 24 seconds, we'll give up. There's what sprinting looks like. Did a little bit of that earlier, but yeah. Well, I guess we'll just leave. What a great match that was. So yeah, I don't think the competitive multiplayer is anything great. It's okay. If it might appeal to certain people, but it doesn't really appeal to me, so. And that's Sniper Elite 4. I'm about halfway through the game, so I don't have, final impressions on it yet, but I think it's a pretty good game so far. My main gripe with it is that it's just, it's too similar to Sniper Elite 3. At least with Sniper Elite 3, it was quite a big upgrade over V2. V2 suffered from linearity and you couldn't really play that game stealthily at all, but 3 fixed those things. And 4 doesn't really improve too much at all, probably just tweaks little things. I think it has more variety in the campaign, so it is technically the best one yet, but if you've played Sniper Elite 3 you might not be that impressed with it. It's very similar. But yeah, check it out though, if this looks good. To you, I would probably, check it out. But if you're like me and you've played all the other ones, then you might want to wait for this game to drop down in price first. But yeah, that is my first impressions of Sniper Elite 4. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys